Hey guys, it's Marco again, back with second part of Fire Mage guide. If you didn't watch the first one, check it out in the description. But let's just get straight into it for the sake of my laptop. I'll first say how to do opener and rotation without legendaries or anything. I'll write it down on the screen as well. After that, I'll give a demonstration with slowing time in the combustion phase. After that, I'll tell you how do I prefer to use my Covenant powers, with the focus on shifting power. After that comes the AoE rotation, and after that I'll tell you how do I prefer to use my Covenant powers, with the focus on shifting power. Opener and every other combustion period is the most important thing for Fire Mage players. Preferably you want to get 8 Pyroblasts in Heroism combustion, 7 being acceptable. And for normal combustions without Heroism, aim for 7 combustions, 6 being acceptable. You want to open up like this. Precast Pyroblast. Now if you didn't crit, go for Heroism plus Scorch. At the last moment of Scorch, press Combustion, plus Trinket, plus Racials, plus Fireblast. Into Pyroblast. If you critted with first Pyroblast, go Heroism plus Combustion, plus Trinkets, plus Racials, plus Fireblast. It is important that you cast Fireblast after Combustion for Infernal Cascade buff. Pyroblast. And now we're at the same moment whether you started with a crit or without one. So now you do Fireblast plus Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast, Fireblast plus Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast plus Fireblast, Pyroblast, Scorch, Pyroblast. And that's the end of your combustion. After that moment, you just cast Rune of Power and your normal rotation starts. Here's a small demonstration. Opener without Heroism. Precast Pyroblast, Scorch. At the last moment of Scorch, press Combustion, plus Trinket, plus Racial, into Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast plus Fireblast before the Pyroblast lands. Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast plus Fireblast, Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast, Fireblast, Pyroblast. Your combustion is over and now you follow it with just a normal rotation, Rune of Power next, and so on. Again, here's a small demonstration. You always start second combustion with Hot Streak or building up. You want to have at least 2.5 Fire Blasts and 2.5 Phoenix Flames. If you only have building up, cast Fireball or Scorch, at the last moment cast Combustion. And as soon as you cast that Combustion, you want to do Pyroblast plus Fireblast, into Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast. And that Pyroblast you want to follow it up with a fast Fireblast before the Pyroblast hits the enemy. Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast plus Fireblast, Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast plus Fireblast into last Pyroblast. And your combustion is over. Here's a small demonstration. Rotation outside of combustion is pretty chill, cast Rune of Power off cooldown, and just cast Fireballs until you get a critical and do Fire Blast, Pyroblast. and save up your fire blasts for next combustion, and don't cast your phoenix flames, you're gonna need them all. Again, here's a small demonstration. Two targets. You still want to do normal combustion. If you don't have flame patch, just do everything normally, including rotation. But if you have yourself talented into flame patch, I recommend hard casting flame strikes outside of your combustion, and use fire blasts to generate additional flame strikes. Under 30% HP, cast Scorch flame strike, and that's the way to go. Just bear in mind, in order for this to do more damage than normal rotation, both targets need to be constantly burning from your flame strike. So don't do it if the tank is pulling the mobs away. Here's a demonstration. Three plus targets, you will definitely have flame patch now. Normal rotation is again just hard casting flame strikes, but now in combustion periods you should focus on generating as much flame strikes as you can. Your opener in those situations should go like this: precast flame strike, Scorch plus combustion plus fire blast. Flame strike, fire blast plus phoenix flames into flame strike, fire blast plus phoenix flames, flame strike. Scorch plus fire blast, flame strike, phoenix flames, scorch, flame strike. And then just continue normally. Again, here's a demonstration. If you're using Temporal Warp Legendary, your second combustion will also be Heroism combustion, but that doesn't change a lot opener wise. Fevered Incantation is also just a passive ability which you get, so don't worry about that one either. Lastly, we got Firestorm Legendary, and you'll need to pay attention to it. I don't have any add-ons, so I'll show you that it's a bit hard to understand that you got the proc. But as soon as you get the proc, you just stop everything and start spamming pyros if there is a one target, or flame strikes on more targets. Here's a small demo. And lastly, how to use Covenant abilities properly. After the last nerf, I cast Shifting Power outside of the combustion. Right after, I place a new Rune of Power, so I reduce its cooldown as well, and after that Shifting Power I'm gonna get few Fire Blasts back for a bit more damage in my Rune of Power. Before the nerf it was ideal to cast Shifting Power when you run out of Fire Blast stacks, but I find it quite clunky. Deathborn should be used together with Combustion. Mirrors of Torment kinda have a weird cooldown. You should aim to cast it just before your bursts, so you gain Fire Blast stacks during your burst. Also bear in mind that mirrors do a great amount of damage, which scales with Rune of Power. Cast Radiant Spark off cooldown and before combustions if you can. And that's pretty much it. I hope I didn't miss any opener or anything. If I did, or if you found some mistakes, please shout at me in the comments. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Take care.